You're listening to BL Nocturne. This is an original story written and produced by BL Nocturne. Please do not copy, reproduce, or repost without permission. The ancient sanctuary shook violently. A deafening crack echoed through the Hall of Origins as another impact slammed against the massive stone doors. Dust fell from the ceiling, and the crystal pillars trembled. Lucien tightened his grip around the moonstone pendant. Its silver light flickered once, twice, then steadied. Kael stepped between Lucien and the entrance, raising his silver sword. For the first time that night, his calm expression was gone. Only absolute focus remained. Another explosion. A jagged crack spread across the ancient doors. Cold wind rushed inside, extinguishing the torches one by one. Then, silence. Even the shadow wolves outside had stopped growling. The massive doors slowly began to open, not because they had broken. Someone was pushing them open. Stone scraped against stone. A narrow gap appeared. Darkness filled the opening. Then a single boot stepped inside. Heavy, deliberate, unhurried. A man emerged from the shadows. He wore battle-scarred black armor with ancient silver runes glowing beneath the cracked metal. A long black cloak flowed behind him. Shoulder-length ash-black hair framed his mature face, marked by an old scar stretching from his left temple to his jaw. His steel-gray eyes lifted, not toward Lucien, toward Kael. For several moments, neither man spoke. Lucien looked between them. They knew each other. The stranger's expression softened, almost sadly. "It's been a long time, Your Majesty." Kael's fingers tightened around his sword. "Impossible. You." Kael took a slow step forward. "I buried you." The stranger lowered his eyes. "You buried an empty coffin." Kael's voice turned cold. "I watched Blackstone Fortress burn. I searched the ruins myself. There was nothing left." The stranger nodded. "There was enough for them to find me, enough to remake me." Lucien's moonstone suddenly pulsed, flooding the chamber with brilliant silver light. The stranger turned toward him. Recognition appeared in his eyes. "So, the moon's chosen truly lives." Lucien covered the pendant. "Who are you?" The stranger looked back at Kael. "My name is Rowan Vey. I was once the first sword of Valerian." He paused. Then came the words that froze the sanctuary. "And I was your closest friend." Lucien's eyes widened. He looked toward Kael. The Alpha King's face remained unreadable, but his silence confirmed everything. Far above them, the blood moon burned brighter, and deep beneath the Hall of Origins, something ancient began to awaken. The Hall of Origins remained silent. Only the faint hum of the awakened sanctuary echoed through the chamber. Lucien looked between Kael and Rowan. Neither man moved. Finally, Kael broke the silence. "Why?" Rowan's expression remained calm. "You should ask why they lied to you." Kael's silver-gray eyes narrowed. "They? The Royal Council, the Oracle, the Elders. They all told you I died defending Blackstone Fortress." A bitter smile crossed Rowan's face. "And for 1,000 nights, you believed them." For the first time, Lucien saw genuine pain in Kael's expression. "You were my first sword. I searched for your body. I refused to leave that battlefield until every stone had been turned." Rowan nodded. "I know. I watched you. Kael froze. What? I was still alive. The words echoed through the sanctuary. I called your name. You were only a few steps away. I could hear you. His steel-gray eyes darkened. But before you reached me, they found me first. The silver light flickered. They dragged me into the shadows. They healed my wounds. They rebuilt my broken body, and they filled my mind with truths your kingdom buried centuries ago. Kael tightened his grip. Who? Rowan answered immediately. The Order of the Black Wolf. Lucien's heartbeat quickened. The Hunters. They serve them. Rowan nodded. The Hunters are only servants. The Order existed before Ilarion was founded, and they have waited for one thing. His gaze settled on Lucien. The Moon's chosen. Lucien stepped back. Ma? They have searched for your bloodline for generations. Kael immediately moved in front of Lucien. Enough, Rowan sighed. Still protecting everyone, just like before. Kael's voice hardened. If you've come to harm him, I'll stop you. Rowan smiled sadly. I know, you always could. He slowly reached beneath his cloak. Kael raised his sword, but Rowan drew no weapon. Instead, he held out an old silver insignia bearing Ilarion's royal crest. Kael's eyes widened. He recognized it immediately. It was the insignia he had personally pinned onto Rowan's armor when he became First Sword. You kept it. Rowan closed his fingers around it. It reminded me of the man I used to be. Then Rowan looked directly at Kael. I didn't come here to kill you. I came to save you. Before Kael could answer, a deafening roar shook the Hall of Origins. The cracked sanctuary doors exploded inward. Stone fragments filled the air. The Guardian had finally broken through. And this time, it was not alone. The sanctuary exploded with sound. Stone rained from the ceiling as the ancient doors burst inward. Dust swallowed the Hall of Origins. Lucien shielded his face. When the dust settled, enormous crimson eyes appeared through the darkness. The Guardian had entered. Its massive body barely fit through the doorway. Black fur shimmered beneath the pale blue crystal light, while the ancient silver crest on its forehead glowed brighter than before. Behind it, dozens of shadow wolves entered. None growled. None attacked. They simply waited. Lucien whispered, There's so many. Kael never looked away. They're not here to hunt. Then why are they here? The Guardian slowly lowered its enormous head. Not toward Rowan, toward Lucien. The moonstone pendant suddenly blazed with silver light. The Guardian froze. Its crimson eyes soft. For the first time, it looked less like a monster and more like a protector. Lucien stepped forward. Kael raised an arm. Don't. But it isn't looking at me. Rowan watched quietly. So, it remembers. Kael turned toward him. What does that mean? Rowan approached the Guardian. The beast made no attempt to attack. Rowan placed a hand against the silver crest on its forehead. It was never created to destroy. It was created to protect. Lucien stared at him. Protect what? Rowan looked directly at him. You. Lucien shook his head. That doesn't make sense. I've never been here before. No, you haven't. But someone carrying your blood has. The moonstone pulsed again. The crystal pillars answered. Ancient symbols appeared across the floor, forming a glowing circle beneath Lucien. Kael's expression changed. Lucien, step away. Lucien tried. He couldn't. His feet refused to move. The silver light grew brighter. The guardian stepped closer, not threatening, reverent. Then, to everyone's astonishment, the enormous beast lowered itself onto one knee and bowed before Lucien. Every shadow wolf followed. The entire sanctuary fell silent. Rowan closed his eyes. "I feared this." Kael's voice sharpened. "Explain." Rowan opened his eyes. "The guardian doesn't obey kings. It recognizes only one authority." Lucien's heartbeat quickened. "What authority?" Rowan looked at the glowing pendant. "The blood of the moon's chosen." Then a slow clap echoed through the sanctuary. Once, twice, 3 times. A tall figure stepped from the darkness beyond the broken doorway. He wore elegant black robes embroidered with crimson symbols. A silver mask concealed the upper half of his face. His eyes settled on Lucien. So, the prophecy has truly awakened. Kael raised his sword. "Who are you?" The masked man bowed. "My name is Malachor." He smiled. "And I have come to claim what belongs to the blood moon." Silence spread across the Hall of Origins. Even the guardian remained perfectly still. The masked man stepped through the shattered doorway. The shadow wolves moved aside, making a path. His black robes drifted across the ancient floor, crimson symbols shimmering across the fabric. A silver mask concealed his face, leaving only a cold, confident smile. Kael raised his sword. "You've taken one step too many." The masked man chuckled. "I've spent centuries waiting for this sanctuary to awaken. Time becomes insignificant when one serves the blood moon." Kael's eyes narrowed. "The Order of the Black Wolf." The stranger bowed slightly. "You remember us. I remember monsters. History always favors kings. Monsters are simply those who survive long enough to be hated." Kael looked at Rowan. "You know him." Rowan's voice was quiet. "I wish I didn't." The masked man looked at him. "My old student." Rowan's expression hardened. "You stole everything from me." "No, I revealed what was hidden from you." The stranger removed one glove. Ancient crimson markings covered his hand. Lucien stepped back. His moonstone pendant answered with brilliant silver light. The 2 powers collided, shaking the sanctuary. The masked man stared at the pendant. "The Heart of Selene." Lucien blinked. "The what?" "The moonstone has another name." Kael stepped between them. "Don't speak another word." The stranger ignored him. "Do you know why it chose you?" Lucien said nothing. "It chose you because it remembers your blood." Lucien's heart pounded. "My blood?" "You are the last living descendant of the first moon's chosen." Kael's grip tightened. "So it is true." Rowan closed his eyes. "I prayed it wasn't." Lucien looked between them. "What does that mean?" The masked man answered. "The first moon's chosen did not die. He sealed his soul inside the Heart of Selene." Lucien touched the pendant. It waited through countless generations for one descendant. "You." Silver light filled the chamber. A faint voice whispered from the crystal. "Lucien." He froze. "Did you hear that?" Kael shook his head. "I heard nothing." Rowan's eyes widened. "He has begun speaking." The masked man smiled. "Excellent. We're running out of time." Suddenly the guardian raised its head and locked its crimson eyes on the masked man. A deep growl echoed through the hall. For the first time, the guardian showed hostility. The masked man extended his marked hand. Crimson symbols ignited. Dark energy spread across the floor. The shadow wolves sprang forward. The guardian roared. Kael raised his sword. "Lucien, stay behind me." A shadow wolf lunged. The Hall of Origins erupted into chaos. Chaos erupted. The first shadow wolf lunged toward Lucien. Before it could reach him, Kael's silver blade struck. The creature crashed into a crystal pillar and dissolved into black smoke. More wolves attacked from every direction. Kael moved with perfect precision, never losing control. Across the chamber, Rowan drew his black steel sword, silver veins pulsing beneath its surface. "Your left," Rowan shouted. Kael turned instantly. Their blades struck the attacking wolf together. For a moment they fought as one, perfectly synchronized. Lucien stared. They've done this before. They had once trusted each other with their lives. The guardian charged, scattering the wolves with its massive claws. Yet the creatures kept coming. They're buying time, Kael realized. His eyes turned toward Malachar. The masked man had not moved. He stood at the center of the sanctuary, while crimson markings spread across the floor toward the ancient throne. The sanctuary trembled. Lucien looked toward the throne. What is he doing? Fear crossed Rowan's face. He isn't trying to take the heart of Selene. Kael understood. He's trying to corrupt it. Malachar smiled. Very good, Your Majesty. The crimson markings reached the throne. Its silver light faltered. The Hall of Origins shook violently. Cracks spread across the crystal floor. Lucien's pendant suddenly burned against his chest. Then it lifted from his neck and floated before him. Brilliant silver light poured from the moonstone as ancient symbols appeared around him. The heart is choosing, Rowan whispered. Lucien reached toward it. What does it want? A gentle, ancient voice answered. Do not fear. Lucien froze. I hear you. Kael stared at him. Hear who? The moon's chosen. Malachar's smile vanished. No, it shouldn't be happening yet. The pendant released a brilliant pillar of silver light, engulfing Lucien. Even the shadow wolves stopped moving. Within the light, an ancient king appeared, dressed in silver robes with a crown upon his head. His glowing eyes met Kael's, then Lucien's. He spoke 4 words. The gate remembers both. Before anyone could react, the entire sanctuary split apart beneath their feet. The sanctuary split apart. Stone cracked beneath their feet as the Hall of Origins trembled with a force unseen for 1,000 years. Lucien lost his balance. The silver light surrounding him vanished, and the pendant fell back against his chest. Kael caught him before he hit the collapsing floor. Stay with me, I'm all right. Another tremor interrupted him. The circular platform beneath the throne began descending, not into darkness, but into light. A hidden staircase appeared, revealing a passage sealed for centuries. Every crystal suddenly illuminated in silver, blue, and gold. Ancient symbols glowed across the walls. The throne slowly rotated toward the staircase. Rowan stared in disbelief. It really exists. Kael kept a hand on Lucien's shoulder. What exists? The inner gate, the chamber no king has ever entered. Even Malachar looked surprised. The legends were incomplete. His crimson markings faded, and he stepped backward. The staircase continued rising, each stone covered in symbols older than any language in Illyrian. Lucien's pendant pulsed softly. Then a warm voice echoed inside his mind. "Come home." Lucien's eyes widened. "Huh?" Kael looked at him. "What happened?" The voice, "It's calling me." Before Kael could respond, the guardian approached the staircase. The enormous beast lowered its head before the entrance. Every shadow Wolf followed. One by one, they bowed. Rowan whispered, "The guardian isn't protecting the sanctuary. It's protecting whatever lies beneath it." Malachar smiled. "I've searched for this place longer than kingdoms have existed." His eyes settled on Lucien. "And now you've opened it for me." Kael stepped forward. "You'll go no farther." Malachar laughed softly. "You still misunderstand, Your Majesty. I don't need to enter. I only needed the gate to awaken." Suddenly, every crystal went dark. The staircase stopped. Then, boom, a deafening heartbeat echoed beneath the earth. Boom, another followed. Something enormous was alive beneath the Hall of Origins. Lucien gripped the moonstone. It had become dangerously warm. Every ancient symbol suddenly turned crimson. The guardian lifted its head. For the first time, the ancient beast looked afraid. Even Malachar's smile disappeared. Deep beneath the staircase, a colossal stone door began to open. Cold, ancient air poured into the sanctuary. Then, a single crimson eye opened inside the darkness. A voice echoed through the hall. Not human, not spirit, not beast. Older than all of them. Who dares awaken the first king? Silence fell. Kael stepped protectively in front of Lucien. Rowan lowered his sword. Even Malachar took a step back. The true master of the Gate of Origins had finally awakened. Thank you for listening to BL Nocturne. The blood moon will rise again. Until next Friday.